Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be about pretty much doing a big turbo install. As you guys can tell from the title, I have another P600 turbo. For the people that have been watching my channel, they know I have this turbo already, but and unfortunately I have to get warranty because it does have an issue. But Spencer over at PRL helped me out really fast. Literally within 2-3 emails, he warrantied it and he sent it out, and it came here within a week. So let me unbox this and show you guys the turbo. Yeet. Oh fuck, this bitch is heavy. Ugh. Yee. A knife. Fresh new PRL P600 turbo, fresh out the box. Super nice. This is the Gen 2 version of the PRL P600. It has this middle part. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's with the oil and the coolant. But apparently it's supposed to fix that smoking issue. But we'll see how it pretty much works today. But now I gotta go drive around the car and get it warm so I can drain the oil out. But here, let's go do that now. Alright, so we're back. The engine's nice and warm. So for the turbo install, you do have to drain the oil out, and also you are going to drain a little bit of the coolant out, but you don't need to drain all of it. But the car's fully warm now, so now it's time to jack it up and pretty much take the oil out. Also, I'm going to install this today, something small, just a Gretty oil plug with the magnetic end, just to pick up like any metal particles if any do show up. But just randomly bought that, so I was going to install it today too. But yeah, let's get going on that. I'm gonna drain this without getting any oil on me right now. Sick. Right now the car's running 10 W30 oil right now, but that's just what I was recommended due to my block being built. But since it's a colder season now, I'm going to be switching it down to 530 now. But yeah, this oil is only in here for probably like 2,000 miles because I'm doing the turbo now and I wanted to switch to 530. Alright, so a lot of people have trouble taking this off and they say it's really hard, but it's actually not that hard. For me, I use a pretty long extension and a deep 12. You don't need a deep 12 if you have a long enough extension. I just need it. But that's what I use for the front bolt, or for the back bolt. And for the rear, I'm going to use a shallow socket and a smaller extension to be able to get it. But I'll show you guys how to do that in a second. But first, you got to take off this bracket. There's going to be 2 10s, one here and one down there. And I also take off one of the, what is this called? A vacuum hose for the wastegate. And I also unplug the wastegate as well, just so I have more room to move this around to be able to get in there. Okay, maybe I use a shallow socket. I thought I used a deep. It's a shallow. Fuck, my bad. I guess I use a shallow on both of them. It's either that or I use one deep socket on the front one. I forgot. But I'll show you guys in a second. Yeah, it's definitely shallow for the rear one. So, go like this. Loose. Super easy to get that back one, but people have trouble with the front one, so I'll show you how I do it. Oh, you also need a ratchet that can bend like this to be able to get that front one easy. I don't like dropping them, so I like to use magnets to be able to get them. Very easy to do the back one. It's a front one that's a little difficult to get to, but shouldn't be too hard. Just use a deep socket and shallow extension to be able to break it loose. I was trying to use the shallow socket and it could barely reach, but super easy to get it off. But you do need a bending ratchet, a small extension, and a deep 12 to be able to get this off. But very easy. That's all you need. I guess you don't use a shallow socket at all. Oh well, I use the shallow for the back and then the long one for the front. I got it mixed up. But that's how you pretty much take the inlet pipe off, like pretty easy. You gotta be careful because there's also a gasket on the bottom. I just loosened this because I don't need to take it all the way off. But out this way. then there's a gasket down there. It comes out. And then you got this gasket right here as well that goes onto it. The heat shield off. I don't put the hard ass one they put back. It goes in the very front. I don't ever put that shit back. It takes way too long to take off. Oh, I forgot. I also gotta disconnect the what's it called? The O2 sensors as well. And you do need a special tool for that. Okay. This is a special key tool you need to be able to take the socket off because the wire's in the way. Or the socket, the fucking O2 sensor out. That does not feel nice because I didn't put anti-seize on it. Ooh. Ooh. That does not feel nice. Ah, this is fine. Yeah, that's okay. Fuck it. Okay. O2 sensors out. You only need to take out one of them. The other one can stay in. Nice. You also see I have the Rampage studs on it. These used to be like silver, but these are titanium studs, so when they get hot, they burn to a different color. Just gotta take all these off. Fuck, I gotta take these studs off turbo too, because I gotta put them on the new one. Also took the liberty of taking off all the bottom bolts already when I did the oil down there. I didn't get to show that, but took off all the bottom bolts. And I also undid the, what's that called? I undid the charge pipe as well for the hot side. Alright, here, let me just... You recording already?
Oh, I've been recording.
Okay, all right. Let me take this down pipe out really quick. Oh, it's stuck.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah, it is. I need to use the pry bar. It's okay, getting placing these gaskets too, so I don't really give a fuck. All right. There is my down pipe. Okay. So, oh shit. So you just got a pretty easy installs. Yeah, you getting the good angles, dog?
Oh, I got them good angles.
Yeah. Taking off the big turbo upgrade. Oh fuck, how do I get back down? I really hate taking vacuum lines off. Shit's so annoying. Oh, that was It's actually really easy. What else do I gotta take out? Coolant line, oil line. Bottom oil line. Damn, there's so many fucking clips. Top being bolt. We're gonna reuse this one because they told me to reuse it. It comes with different sizes, but you should always start with OEM to see if it's gonna work. But that's what we're gonna do today. What time is it?
11:56.
Oh, nice. It's still early as fuck. I've only been doing this for like maybe a little over an hour. I think this is the coolant hose and one more vacuum line.
Comment below if you think we're gonna catch the coolant.
How hot is this? Ooh, that's hot as fuck. Alright, we're gonna wait to do the coolant. I didn't realize how hot it was still. Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna take these out since we're here. Ow! Fuck! I'm a professional working on cars. Alright, so we're gonna go grab some lunch right now while it cools down. I was gonna just pull the line off, but it is very hot still. Didn't think the coolant would still be hot by now, but gonna leave the fan on it when we go get food.
Yeah, so Anthony's gonna drive the Supra while we go grab some food. There you go, here you go. You wanna hold that?
Hey, new title, Anthony Popa Total Supra. Today, we're gonna show you guys how to commit insurance fraud. So, hey, watch out. Hey, 1, 2, 3. Hey, you're slow. That thing's sick.
That'll probably gap that.
Oh yeah, you see the tire on that thing?
Yeah, I saw that.
Bad. That looks fire. Damn, we got Grandma checking out the Supra. Alright, so we made it back right now. Now's the time that I'm gonna take off the coolant line and hope that coolant doesn't get everywhere, but let's see what happens. Alright, so I decided to get a trash bag to try and catch the water somewhat, or the coolant, just somewhat catch it if any comes down. Alright, here it comes. Fuck. Oh, nice. Wasn't bad. Okay, well, got some coolant in a bag. Nice, it barely spilled any coolant. Very cool. Bonk.
Alright guys,
Okay.
and that's why you want to drain the coolant.
As you can see.
Oh, well, you're gonna watch you pop that bag while doing that. I'm telling you right now.
Dude, hell yeah. That was actually pretty good. That is definitely a better method than actually having to drain from, well, something you can't see. I have an oil cooler and it kind of gets in the way of a lot of shit, so it's kind of hard to drain my coolant without making a mess. But yeah, I really got to clean it here. It's really fucking dirty. Fuck it. Alright, cool. Turbo's out. Just gotta get the new one in now. So we successfully got the turbo out. Now all I gotta do now is transfer over all the hoses and the hot side pipe and the oil lines and everything. And the coolant as well. And the actuator. There's a bunch of shit I gotta switch over. But this is the old P600 that was in my car currently. And now here is the brand new one that I just got. Zero shaft play, super nice. But yep, let me get into that right now. So I'm installing the coolant lines right now. It comes with these provided hardware that you gotta bolt into here. Gotta bolt the lines up. It's always good to make sure you clean your mating surfaces before you even attach anything to. Even if it's brand new, you wanna make sure there's like no grease or oils or anything on there that could like interfere with the sealing capability of the gaskets. But literally just tighten these up with the Hess key. Don't need to be crazy tight. These things are really thin. This, it's gonna run like this. It's always good practice to clean your parts before you install them, just in case if anything goes wrong in the future, you'll see where the dirt buildup is, compared to if you just left it dirty, you won't know where the previous issue was. Or you'll know where the previous issue was, but not the new issue you may have in the future. So it's good to always make sure you clean your parts before you install them. New or used, would highly recommend it, just so it's easier to diagnose if things do go wrong. So I'm on the last part that I need to transfer over to the new turbo, which is the wastegate. I had to unclip this, pull it out, and it pretty much just comes right out. But yeah, this is the wastegate, and then I will recalibrate it once I put it back in the car, because I might have messed with it a little bit. So I'm gonna recalibrate it and make sure everything works correctly. All right, now it's time for me to bring the turbo in and install it in the car again. There you go. All right, we are now in the car. All right. So quick little update for y'all. Turbo is now in. All the lines are pretty much almost connected besides this coolant line. But gonna start hooking up. Actually, we got one more line, which is an oil line. But other than that, it's pretty much it now. Pretty easy so far. I think install is like 2 hours right now. But I believe this whole process will take me like 3 hours to do. And we are getting one step closer to getting this done. But this install, if it's your first time, it's probably gonna take 4 to 6 hours. But if you've done this multiple times, it's not that hard. Alright, so I'm very close to finishing. The new P600 is now in. Got the downpipe on, the studs on. All the lines are connected besides the wastegate right here, but I'm going to wait to do that. But other than that, it's just that, a lower charge pipe, my intake, and the inlet. And that pretty much almost completes the whole turbo install. Well, besides calibrating the wastegate and test drive, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. Alright, so pretty much the top of the engine base pretty much completely done. Whole inlet pipe intakes hooked back up. All the heat shields, O2 sensors and everything are on. Now all that's really left to do now is do the hot side charge pipe and reconnect my exhaust. But other than that, that was a big turbo install. Pretty easy. Gotta add some oil into the car. But I put 5.5 when I do it. I have an oil cooler too, but honestly 5.5 seems like it's perfect for my car's needs. The oil's in. The last step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna calibrate the wastegate right now. So I want to do this to make sure it's operating properly, but let me pull up the codes. My wastegate is in calibration, surprisingly. Nice. Perfect. It's actually calibrated already. I just looked at it right now. It's within specifications. I believe you can go to 0.002 to 0.0, and it's at 0.0 exactly right now, which is nice. Alright, it's running. It seems to be running fine. It looks like there's just some residual smoke aside from the coolant sitting on the bottom. But, you know, It's running again. Okay. We'll go take it for a test drive in a second, but I just want to make sure everything's okay. Alright, so quick update. I was having issues. I was getting a check engine light for the wastegate actuation being out of range. So all I had to do was clear the code, and then I recalibrated the wastegate by hand with 210mm. And with my laptop, I got the wastegate actuation to 0.02, which is OEM spec. So I'm gonna see if the car makes boost now. Yep, definitely making boost. Yep, 28, 29. Yep, car seems to be performing like normal. Pretty excited. Now we're one step closer to getting back on the dyno over at Darden and seeing hopefully 550 horsepower out of this P600 turbo. But seems to be running fine. I'm gonna drive it around for a bit more and see how it is and then check back in. Alright guys, so we're back in the garage after the test drive. Car is running fine now. I don't know if I showed it earlier. Kind of just stressed out. I kind of just wanted to work. But the car got a check engine light for wastegate malfunction where it was reading it was open halfway already. So I was getting a check engine light and it wouldn't run. And what I had to fix that is I had to recalibrate it. And to recalibrate it on that wastegate itself, there's two nuts. There's a nut with a heat shield on it and a locking. That's a locking nut. And then there's the adjustment on the other side. So what I had to do was adjust it and get it back to spec to be able to have the wastegate function properly and have it open and close all the way open, all the way closed. But that seemed to solve the issue, and so far it's running great. I'm making full boost, and the whole install went really smooth. And honestly, that's pretty much me installing a big turbo on my Civic Type R. I've had this turbo before, but then again, it had a warranty issue, so I had to replace it. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys liked it a lot, please leave a like, comment, or if you guys want to see more videos of mine, please subscribe to my channel. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.